Chapter 7, Lesson 3, Day 2. Being able to determine the angle relationship shown, set up and solve an equation with parallel lines that's cut by a transversal. So, parallel lines, and now using with algebra to solve an equation, to set up an equation. So, first things first, we know that these two angles, okay, yes, there's parallel lines, but these two angles are supplementary angles. Therefore, they add up to 180. So 2x plus 5x plus 40 equals 180 degrees. Combine like terms, 2x and 5x makes 7x. The opposite of adding 40 is to subtract 40 from both sides. Leaves you with 7x equals 140. Cancel out the multiplication by dividing both sides by 7. X equals 20. Okay. And then if x equals 20, 2 times 20 equals 40. And then 5 times 20 plus 40. 5 times 20 is 100, plus 40 is 140. And we know that 40 plus 140 does equal 180. So our work is correct. Okay, so that's kind of an introductory but a review from a previous lesson of supplementary angles. Okay, let's try the next one. Okay, so now we have this angle and this angle. They are directly across from each other, so we know that they are vertical angles. And vertical angles are equal. So 4x plus 14 equals 2x plus 32. Cancel out the smaller variable by subtracting. 2x plus 14 equals 32. Subtract 14 from both sides. 2x equals 18. Divide both sides by 2. X equals 9. Okay. 4 times 9 is 36. 36 plus 14 equals 50. And 2 times 9 is 18 plus 32 also equals 50. And 50 does equal 50. So our work is correct. Again, vertical angles that are directly across from each other are always equal. Good. Okay, the next example. So now we have, okay, an angle in the top left and an angle in the bottom, on the bottom left, on the same side of the transversal. Now, I know that we talked about angles that were on opposite sides of the transversal, but if these two angles are on the same side, then they're not equal. Therefore, they have, and this, we know that this angle is equal to this angle for corresponding purposes. So therefore, they have to add up to 180 degrees. So they are supplementary. Okay, So 2x plus 4 plus 4x plus 32 equals 180. Combine like terms, 6x plus 36 equals 180. Subtract 36 from both sides, leaves you with 6x equals 144. 144 divided both sides by 6, x equals 24. Okay, and then 2 times 24 is 48, plus 4 is 52. And 4 times 24 plus 32 equals 128. And 52 plus 128 does equal 180. So we know that our work was done correctly. Okay. All right. Now we have angles that are both inside the parallel lines, so they're in between the parallel lines, and they're on opposite sides of the transversal. So therefore, we know that they are alternate interior. Okay, I abbreviated for alternate, but you get the idea. Alternate interior angles, so they are equal to each other. 5x plus 4 equals 3x plus 24. Subtract the smaller variable, so leaves you with 2x plus 4 equals 24. Subtract 4 from both sides, leaves you with 2x equals 20. Divide both sides by 2. X equals 10. Okay. 3 times 10 is 30. Plus 24 equals 54. And 5 times 10 is 50. Plus 4 equals 54 as well. And as we said, they are 54 does equal 54. So our work was done correctly. Okay, once again, two angles that are in between the parallel lines on opposite sides of the transversal, alternate interior angles are equal to each other. Okay. Next we have, okay, angle on the top right, angle in the same position, just on a different line. So top right, so these angles would be corresponding angles. And therefore, they are equal to each other. So 8x plus 24 equals 5x plus 54. Again, cancel out the smaller variable by subtracting. Leaves you with 3x plus 24 equals 54. Cancel out the addition by subtracting 24 from both sides. 3x equals 30. Cancel out the multiplication by dividing both sides by 3. X equals 10. Okay. So 8 times 10 is 80. plus 24 equals 104. And 5 times 10 is 50. 50 plus 54 also equals 104. So 104 equals 104, which they were supposed to be equal. So we know that our work is correct. Again, corresponding angles are when two angles are in the same position, but they're on opposite lines. Okay? And then we have angles that are outside of the parallel lines on opposite sides of the transversal. So that means that they are alternate exterior angles. And they too are equal. So 13m equals 6m plus 14. Cancel out the smaller variable. Seven m equals 14. Cancel out the multiplication by dividing by 7. M equals 2. 13 times 2 is 26. 6 times 2 plus 14. 12 plus 14 also equals 26. So again, 26 equals 26. And alternate exterior angles are equal. So they're supposed to be equal. So we know that our work was done correctly. Again, alternate exterior angles that are on opposite sides of the transversal and are outside of the parallel lines are considered to be equal. Okay. So just a quick review of everything that we've gone over. Complementary angles are when two angles add together to equal 90 degrees. Supplementary angles are angles that add together to equal 180. Okay. Vertical angles are angles that are directly across from each other. They are equal. Corresponding angles are angles that are in the same position, but on opposite lines. They too are equal. Alternate interior angles are angles that are in between or inside of the parallel lines on opposite sides of the transversal. They too are equal. And lastly, when you alternate exterior angles are angles that are outside the parallel lines on opposite sides of the transversal. They too are equal. So, okay, so all different types of angles that are considered to be equal to help you in your process of solving the equations and finding the missing angles. Okay, all right, so that brings us to the end of our video. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see everybody next time.